Hello and welcome to our next video. This video will be in Ireland. Stacy and I went with some friends for a week. It was amazing. It is good to be home, back on our boat, back with our little dog, and getting ready to go on our trip, or continuing our trip on the Down East Loop. But here's a quick video of our trip to Ireland, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Even Wegmans, not sure if you can see the sign there.
My favorite store.
Yeah.
Something that I miss.
Publix is good, but not like Wegmans. Hannaford's is good, but not like Wegmans. So anyway, we just picked up snacks for the road. Ocean is at his babysitters. The fire department's spraying water back there. Yeah.
I bought lots of candy to dry up my tears from leaving Ocean.
Yeah.
Lots of candy.
Yeah. We had a couple extra minutes, so we stopped at Chittenango State Park, Chittenango Falls State Park.
Our old stomping ground.
Yeah, yeah. So here we are. We think the last time we were here, we had my old Akita that I left Idaho with, but it's been a while since either one of us has been at Chittenango Falls.
Look at that. In the spring, this thing is raging.
Yeah. There you go. We're in Ireland, baby.
We're in Ireland, Kilkenny Castle.
Yeah. Kilkenny Castle and a fountain and a beautiful garden. As we toured around and walked around the Blarney Castle estate, I couldn't keep my mind from thinking about what life would have been like back in the 1400s when they were building these castles and the way life was. You know, you're hunting and gathering and farming and off to war. I'm sure Hollywood has skewed my imagination some, but I'm guessing that Hollywood is pretty accurate at what life was like back in the day. It was such a different time. The Blarney House here is definitely something that Stacy and I want to go back and see. This was built in 1874, but still very old and very beautiful. And we can't wait to go back and take a tour. And then you get to the castle. This is the part that was built in 14 something, and how did they build this? And kissing the Blarney Stone, but yeah, spectacular. We absolutely love this part of Ireland, the rich history.
Gorgeous town, this Galway.
Yeah, great restaurants. All of Ireland is restaurants and bars. Our first cab driver said that because the weather sucks, people just go to bars and drink. So
Yes.
he was not wrong. This is the ferry that we jumped on to take us to the Aran Islands. It was about a 45-minute trip. The winds were pretty strong on the day that we went, and seas were like 8 feet at 10 seconds, so pretty lumpy out there. The ferry on the way to the Aran Islands was bigger, and the sea conditions were a little less. On our way home, we were on a smaller ferry, and the winds had even picked up and gotten stronger, and the ride was really rough. We did take a time out from our bike ride on the Aran Island, and we got to touch the Atlantic Ocean. It was cold, and it warned us not to walk in it, but we all went in anyway, and we all got a little bit wet, but it was worth it to touch the Atlantic Ocean on the other side of the pond. It was pretty cool. Andy got out of there just in the nick of time. But yeah, we had a good day on the Aran Islands. We had a quick lunch at the bar, and then we walked over to the Aran Sweater Market where we bought sweaters. And then we watched these young kids jumping into the Atlantic Ocean. Not for me, no thank you. There's like these two sailboats. They've obviously been there for forever. Oh wow, they got some pretty big rings to tie your... So here's the old lock. And you can see where, well, the door would have been there. I don't know what would have gone in those. But there's a sailboat living down in there. And the other gate is still there. But this obviously hasn't done anything in a long time. There's the old gate pin hinge, I guess, maybe. And some of the old workings. Pretty cool. Definitely pretty cool to see. I don't know if anybody stays on these sailboats like they do in America. But there's a lot of them that are tied up. You know, this guy is tied up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines tying him in there. So here's that other gate. Oh, I'm assuming that maybe these gates work manually now. You would only be able to open it at slack tide. It's cool. So thank you for coming along on our trip to Ireland. It was amazing. We had a great time. Super glad to be back on the boat, back with our dog, Ocean, and in the Thousand Islands. We're a little bit sad that our time in the Thousand Islands is going by so quickly, but it's time to start talking about moving on to Montreal and Quebec City and getting back going on our Down East loop. But next week we will work on some boat projects and talk about the Down East loop some more in Montreal and planning. So thank you very much.
Here I am.